Hello students, once again welcome to all of you. Myself SS Raite from KTHM College Nasik Department of Commerce. In previous lecture we have started the chapter number 3 Electronic Payment System. So today we are going to discuss the topic Electronic Fund Transfer, Online Payment Apps and EDI, it means Electronic Data Interchange. So this is our lecture number 2. So let us start. So first of all, what is a electronic fund transfer? Electronic fund transfer means the online and computer transfer of money from one bank account to other bank account. Okay. So electronic fund transfer is a system in which funds are electronically transferred from one bank account to another within the 48 hours. And the customer gives authority to a banker to debit his account. There are a wide variety of users of EFT techniques. It is similar to standing instruction given by the customer to his bank. The customer has to sign a form that authorizes his bank to deduct payment on a certain date. Okay. So, by electronic fund transfer, we means an arrangement whenever fund get transferred from one place to another without manual effort. And it involves transfer of fund taking the help of computers and telecommunication. Okay. Now we will see the types of electronic fund transfer. So students, there are two types of electronic fund transfer. First is the electronic clearing system and second one is the real-time gross settlement. And first, electronic clearing system also divided into credit clearing and debit clearing, and real-time gross settlement divided into customer fund transfer and outgoing fund transfer. So we will see one by one. So first of all, what is an electronic clearing system? Electronic clearing system is an improved version of advanced paper-based payment system. Now, short form is ECS. ECS is very commonly resorted to where payments are in bulk and are to be made to large number of people. The frequency of such a payment is another factor that led to introduction of a system like electronic clearing system. One can take an example of payment of interest and divided by companies, income tax fund and salaries, etc. Okay. Electronic clearing system involve transfer of data which enable transfer of fund from the user of this service to the beneficiaries. It is very clear from the preceding discussion that ECS has been introduced because of the time and formalities involved in paper-based clearing system. Okay. There are two types. First is the credit clearing. ECS credit clearing would have a single user who would wish to transfer money to multiple accounts. For example, an employer institution may want to credit salaries of its large number of employees. So this process involves multiple credit and a single debit. In this case, the user of the facility will very carefully prepare data about payment. This will be prepared using computer and later copies on the CD or floppy or any other removable electronic disks to hand over to his bank, that is the sponsor bank. Okay. So the clearing house will be authorized to debit the sponsor bank account and credit the bank account of the beneficiaries. And another type is debit clearing. It is exactly opposite to credit clearing arrangement. Under the electronic debit clearing system, there involve a single credit and multiple debit. Okay. In credit clearing, multiple credit and single debit, and it debit clearing, single credit and multiple debit. So this is useful for the viewpoint of the customer as a large number of payments are collected through this system. For example, telephone bill, electricity bill, payment of a LIC premium, etc. Okay. So in this case, the user of the service is the institution or the organization that collect the payment, while the customer whose bill are being paid is the beneficiary. Okay. Next is the real-time gross settlement. Short form is RTGS. RTGS system was introduced in India on March 26, 2004. It is a comprehensive and secure online payment and settlement solution. Okay. So, it is a setup operated and managed by the Reserve Bank of India. Prior to the introduction of the RTGS, we had what was known as the net settlement system, wherein the settlement of transaction was netted usually at the end of the day. But under the RTGS system, the interbank payment instructions are processed throughout the day. So, they are also divided into two categories: credit fund transfer. Okay. So, what is a credit fund transfer? Customer fund transfer. Under the customer fund transfer facility, an individual can use this facility to transfer money from his account to account of the beneficiary. The customer fund transfer takes two forms, while outgoing and incoming. So what is a outgoing fund transfer? For seeking the outgoing facility, the customer of a bank will have to submit an application form duly filled. Okay. So, he or she needs to fill an application form which is the mint of RTGS. Usually, bank they provide common application form of various limiters such as the date, month and timing. And now the RTGS customer will fill in an applications form and submit it to the organizing, etc. So, these are the electronic fund transfer. Next is online payment app. Online payment app or mobile wallet refer to the payment services operated under financial regulation and is performed using a mobile device. The concept of paying using cash, check, debit or credit card is of lately becoming outdated. The new payment mechanism which involve payment for a transaction using the mobile money transfer is gaining momentum. Okay. So the concept of mobile payment is gradually being accepted and adopted across the globe in different ways. So let us start one by one. First app is Paytm. So what is a Paytm? Paytm is India's largest payment company that offer multi-source and multi-destination payment solution. Okay. So Paytm is an Indian commerce payment and digital wallet company based out of Noida, India. The online payment platform allows people to transfer money from their bank account to the Paytm wallet, which further can be used to pay bills at various places such as petrol pump, departmental store, multiplex, parking, hospital and various other places where merchant provide the Paytm money transfer service. Paytm user can also use it to pay bill and book tickets among others. And it is available on the website as well as in the form of mobile application. This gives user option to select the platform with which they are most comfortable. It also gives them freedom to access their Paytm wallet account and make transaction from anywhere and at any time. Next payment app is UPI. UPI means Unified Payment Interface. It enables all bank account holders to send and receive money from their smartphone without the need to enter bank account information or net banking user ID or password. It is a single window mobile payment system developed by the National Payment Corporation of India. UPI can be used to send and receive money from individual or to pay directly to merchant. Okay. Next is BHIM. The full form of BHIM is Bharat Interface for Money. It draws inspiration from the given name of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, the father of the Indian Constitution. The concept of BHIM Android app is simple, ensure the availability of a money transfer option for each and every individual through readily available mobile technology. To facilitate this, the BHIM app feature the use of the user address same as UPI, which is expected to provide a uniform payment platform for sending and receiving money from one bank account to another through mobile phone. It is used to money transfer app is based on UPI system. It is ideally for sending money instantly to any account within India. Another app is PhonePe. PhonePe is an Indian e-commerce payment system and digital wallet company headquartered in Bangalore, India. It was founded in December 2015 by Samir Nigam, Rahul Chari and Burzin Engineer. PhonePe app went live in August 2016 and was the first payment app built on Unified Payment Interface. Okay, it is all in one digital wallet that could be linked to a single debit or credit card or bank account to be used for every online need. The main feature of PhonePe are credit and debit card linking, bank balance check, money store, app to bank account, send and receive money, PIN authorization, bank account linking, etc. Okay. Next is Google Pay. Google Pay is a digital wallet and online payment system that developed by Google to make it easy for you to make purchases. It automatically synchronizes your saved credit card wherever your Google account is logged in for quick payment, and it will import loyalty card, ticket and offer from your Gmail account. Okay, so these all are the online payment apps. Next is Electronic Data Interchange. Short form is EDI. Electronic Data Interchange is a standard format for exchanging business data. EDI is the exchange of business data from one organization computer application to the computer application of a trading partner. It means it is a direct computer-to-computer exchange between two organizations or companies of standard business transaction document such as invoice, bill of lading, purchase order, etc. An EDI saves money and time because transaction can be transmitted from one information system to another through an telecommunication network, eliminating the printing and handling of paper at one end and the inputting data at the other. And the format of EDI look like standard form of highly structured. Okay, any organization can establish new relationship with its supplier. It provides strategic benefits by helping a firm locking customer, making it easier and simplifier for customer or distribution. Okay, so EDI it means electronic data interchange. It exchange of business data from one computer to the another computer. Okay. Next, uses of EDI. Students, there are so many uses of EDI. First is industry and commerce. Electronic data interchange is the use of computer and telecommunication technology to move data between or within organization in a structured, computer retrievable data format that permit information to be transferred from a computer program in a one location to computer program in another location without manual intervention. An example of transmission of electronic invoice from supplier invoicing software to customer account invoicing software. The use of computer and telecommunication technology to facilitate the information exchange between two parties in a commercial transaction. The intent of all the electronic commerce is to automate business processes. Some transaction can be completely paperless and move data from one computer application to the another computer application. Next, transport or custom. The most common document exchange through EDI are purchase order, invoices and advance ship notice, but there are many others such as bill of lading, custom document, inventory document, shipping status document and payment document, etc. Next is bank. Bank worldwide are transmitting millions of EDI messages with international payment orders, currency exchange arrangement, credit and debit, etc. Next is insurance. Recently, EDI is used by the insurance industry. Various projects are connecting insurance companies which are exchanging information about clients and car insurance, etc. Another use is healthcare. Through a new process, EDI has begun gaining popularity in the healthcare industry in the last few years. EDI has great potential for the healthcare industry. Share electronic health record, e-prescribing and more are all potential benefits of a broad range adoption of EDI in healthcare. So, these all are the uses of EDI. Students, today we have seen the electronic fund transfer and types of EFT and online payment app and electronic data interchange. Okay. So today we have completed the unit number 3rd, electronic payment system. Thank you.